Lines. Buhari arrives Enugu en route Ebonyi on a two-day working visit. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo picks 100 million naira APC presidential form as Amosun declares for presidential ambition. Goodluck Jonathan describes late Yar'Adua as soldier of truth. Away from Nigeria, new dust storm hospitalizes more than 1,000 people across Iraq. Hello and welcome to Trust News Update. I am Ayuba Ilya. Thank you for joining. And now the details. President Muhammadu Buhari has told Governor David Umahi that he is not surprised at the quality of projects in Ebonyi State. The president spoke Thursday at the start of his two-day visit to Ebonyi State. He commissioned project at the state-owned King David University of Medical Sciences, Uburu, a twin flyover, 12-kilometer dualized federal road from Mbu, Enugu State to Uburu, the university building and the university medical hospital facilities and equipment. President Buhari, in a statement issued by his spokesman Femi Adesina, said he was not surprised at the standard of work because the two-time governor remained an engineer of repute. At his first stop in the state for the inauguration of the 700-meter length twin flyover, also called King David's University flyover, constructed at the cost of 2 billion naira by the state government, President Buhari expressed satisfaction with the quality of work and congratulated the governor for the feat. Nigeria's Vice President Professor Yemi Osinbajo, SAN, on Thursday visited Cross River State for a consultative meeting. He arrived at the Margaret Ekpo International Airport, Calabar, aboard a Nigerian Air Force plane and was received by the Cross River State Governor, Professor Ben Ayadi. Professor Osinbajo's visit is aimed at interfacing with the delegates of the ruling All Progressives Congress ahead of the party's presidential primary later this month.
Stepping stones for a greater nation, for a more prosperous nation, and for a more secure nation. Just as my dear brother, Professor Ben Ayadi, has said, we share the same aspirations, and we share the same, and time and time again, we are constantly discussing the future of our country and what to do. And I must say to you that we agree on practically everything that it takes to advance this nation.
I'm very delighted that this has happened today, that somebody like you is standing up to take up the challenge of leading this country once again. We don't expect least of what we should expect in this country. We've said it all. We have the experience, we are exposed, and I think just like what the chairman of this council read, we've taken note of. We are remarkable administrative display to the people.
In the meantime, Vice President Yemi Osinbajo has picked the 100 million naira nomination and expression of interest forms of the ruling All Progressives Congress. Senator Kabiru Gaya, one of the leaders of the Osinbajo's campaign, picked up the forms on behalf of the nation's number 2 man on Thursday. Osinbajo, who joined the presidential race last month, has been going around the country to consult delegates ahead of the primaries, which will hold at the end of this month. The APC has extended the form sale by 4 days. Staying with political matters, the All Progressives Congress National Working Committee on Wednesday extended the party's sale of expression of interest and nomination forms for the 2023 general elections to Tuesday, May 10, 2022. The National Publicity Secretary of the All Progressives Congress, Felix Moka, disclosed this in a statement on Wednesday. According to Moka, in a revised timetable issued by the APC National Organizing Secretary, Suleiman Muhammad Argungu, the last day for submission of completed forms and accompanied documents is now Wednesday, May 11, 2022. Also, congresses to elect local government, area, state and national delegates will now be held from Thursday, 12 May to Saturday, 14th of May, 2022. The National Working Committee of the main opposition party, People's Democratic Party, has rescheduled its primary elections. The statement by Debo Olugmunaba, National Publicity Secretary of the party, said that the governorship primaries is now slated for Monday, May 23rd, 2022, while the senatorial district primaries comes up on Saturday, May 21, 2022. Part of the statement also said the House of Representatives primaries is now set for Friday, May 20th, 2022, and State House of Assembly Constituency Congress is for Wednesday, May 18, 2022. The party also said on Tuesday, May 10, 2022, the local government area Congress is to elect one national delegate per LGA and one person living with disability in the 774 local government areas. Over to the southeast, where the Abia State government has declared Thursday as public holiday to enable residents participate in the ongoing voters registration exercise in the state. The one-day holiday is to enable those who are yet to take part in the exercise to do the needful in fulfillment of their civic rights and responsibilities, a statement from the government said. Accordingly, all markets, schools, government and other public offices are to be closed to ensure full participation. The government believes public participation in the voters registration exercise in the state has been lower than expected. The former governor of Ogun State, Amosun, on Thursday officially declared to run for president in 2023. He made the declaration in Abuja. Ekiti State Governor Kayode Fayemi attended the declaration event. Senator Amosun unveiled an 8-point agenda through which, if elected, he is expected to transform the country's fortunes. A group, the Concerned Nigeria Citizens, on Thursday barricaded the entrances to the People's Democratic Party and the All Progressives Congress Secretariat, insisting that power must shift to the southern part of the country after President Muhammadu Buhari's 8 years in office. The protesters that stormed the PDP National Secretariat at about 11 a.m. carried several placards with inscriptions calling for Nigeria's presidency to shift to south in 2023. Although at the PDP National Secretariat, no official of the party addressed them. But before departing the PDP office, leader of the group, Femi Odabinu, presented a letter to the national chairman, Dr. Iyocha Ayu, in absentia. They thereafter proceeded to the Blantyre office of the APC, where the National Publicity Secretary, Felix Moka, told them the ruling party was yet to take a position.
One great building rented by the People's Democratic Party of Nigeria without fear or favor. We want to say that today they have only shown to us that they are not a friend of the people of Nigeria. We also wish to remind you that the established convention is that power must rotate between the north and the south. Hence, a president of northern extraction follows that of the southern extraction and vice versa. Any consideration out of this foul play may destabilize the polity.
I assure you that we will study the letter very carefully and revert back to you. But just to say, as our national chairman has said on national television, that our party has yet to make any decision regarding the subject matter of your letter. And that is still the position, which I reiterate even now, that we have yet to make a decision on that matter.
Today marks 12 years since the demise of former Nigerian President Umaru Musa Yar'Adua. He died on the 5th of May 2010. 12 years after his death, former President Goodluck Jonathan remembered his boss as a selfless leader and a peacemaker. Taken to his official Twitter handle, the former president wrote, "Umaru Musa Yar'Adua is no longer with us today, but his strides in public life continue to testify for him and keep his memory alive." Former President Goodluck Jonathan described late President Yar'Adua as a soldier of truth and a true Democrat, adding that he was a servant leader and a good man, type that is hard to find. According to the former president, his boss was committed to justice, equity, and other democratic virtues. Late President Umaru Musa Yar'Adua won the Nigerian presidential election on the platform of the People's Democratic Party in 2007. The key legacies of the Umaru Musa Yar'Adua administration were his efforts towards reforming Nigeria's flawed electoral system, which had brought him into power. He is today fondly remembered by many Nigerians. Students from the various institutions of higher learning in Edo State have protested the continued strike by the Academic Staff Union of Universities. The protest disrupted free flow of traffic in several parts of Benin City, the state capital, where for several hours students were spotted playing football on the major highway, acting out plays as they urged the federal government to intervene, vowing to continue a daily stay in the city center until their demands are met. The students who mobilized themselves from University of Benin, Ambrose Ali University, Epoma, Federal Polytechnic, Auchi, carried placards with various inscriptions and blocked the Oba of Orameng Square, popularly called Ring Road, to express their grievances.
It's enough is enough. Please, I can't control my emotion. I'm not happy at all. Enough is enough. We parents should join them. Enough is enough. You see all their children are outside this country. All of them, they are outside this country.
The chairman, Academic Staff Union of Universities and the University of Jos, Dr. Lazarus Luka Maigoro, said the union has employed 25 persons from the Dong community in Jos North local government area of Plateau State. Dr. Maigoro disclosed this on Thursday during the commissioning of the University of Jos Academic Staff Cooperative Investment Company Limited, bottled water and beverage factory sited in Dong community, Jos North local government area of Plateau State. He noted that the factory has provided employment opportunities for over 25 persons from the host community and said ASU will continue to touch the lives of Nigerians positively. Vice-Chancellor, University of Jos, Professor Tanko Ishaya, assured ASU of the commitment of the university towards providing the enabling environment to advance their welfare. And now, soldiers attached to the 144 Battalion of the 14th Brigade of the Nigerian Army, Abia State, have reportedly killed 4 gunmen in Aba, the commercial hub of Abia State. The incident, which reportedly happened at about 2 p.m. on Wednesday, took place at Urata, Aba axis of the Enugu-Port Harcourt Expressway. It was gathered that the gunmen, wearing black attires, had marched through popular streets and markets on Wednesday, warning traders and residents of a sudden imposition of a 2-day sit-at-home orders slated for Thursday and Friday. The hoodlums were said to have warned residents about the consequences of disobeying the order. Reports claim that the sit-at-home expected to be observed across the southeastern states is in protest against President Muhammadu Buhari's planned visit to Ebonyi State on Friday. You're watching Trust News Update. Coming up shortly. Gombe State government echoes message of peace. Details and more after the break. Join us again.
Every patriotic Nigerian should hear this. Any politician who means well for the people will never allow themselves or their supporters to engage in any violent, destructive activities. No politician who truly wants to serve the people and develop the nation will encourage his followers to destroy properties or take human lives before, during, or after the elections. The Nigerian public must watch out for these traits and isolate any politician who encourages supporters to engage in violence. No genuine politician or patriot will cause trouble and seek to destroy the very society which they aspire to lead or develop. Politicians who have the good of the people at heart will not allow themselves or their followers to engage in violence, destruction of properties, and then taking of lives. Be vigilant. By their words you shall know them. Shun violence. Stay away from politicians who want you to do so. Let's join hands to make the 2023 elections peaceful. This message is from the National Orientation Agency, NORA.
Thanks for saying you're watching Trust News Update. Here's a look at the top stories again. Buhari arrives Enugu en route Ebonyi on a two-day working visit. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo picks 100 million naira APC presidential form as Amosun declares for presidential ambition. The Federal Operations Unit Zone A of the Nigerian Customs Service, Ikeja, on Thursday said it has intercepted 1,000 bags of poisonous foreign parboiled rice imported from India and smuggled through the Benin Republic into the country. Speaking during a press briefing in Lagos, the acting controller, FOU Zone A, Hussein Ejibunu, said the foreign rice was tested by the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, which confirmed that the rice contained lead, a soft, heavy, toxic, malleable metallic element, which is poisonous to the public health. The acting controller also said a total of 12 suspects were arrested in connection with various seizures. Ejibunu said that the unit seized 55,800 liters of PMS, 73 bales of used clothes, 82 units of used fridges, 104 pieces of compressors, and 143 bales of new textile. Others are 1,264 pieces of used tires, 156 cartons of frozen poultry, and 7,960 pairs of new shoes, amongst others. He explained that pursuant to the federal government's policy that encourages local production of rice against the importation of foreign parboiled rice, the FOU had seized 7,259 of 50 kg each bags of rice, which is an equivalent of over 12 trucks load. Governor Inuwa Yahaya of Gombe State has urged people in the state and Nigeria at large to embrace peace for national development. The governor spoke in an interview with newsmen after a Salah reception at the government house in Gombe. Ibrahim Ismail reports.
Governor Inuwa, who congratulates Muslims Ummah for the successful completion of Ramadan, admonished them to extend the act of worship and kindness exhibited in the holy month. He also called on the people of the state to strengthen peace and unity.
Undoubtedly, that is a very important item or issue with regards to the situation of the country. No progress will occur without peace. No progress will occur without meaningful and focused development for the entire people. And once a segment of the people is dropped, it means we are no more going to move in tandem with the people and there will be no progress. So what the Imam and the Emir and in fact all leaders are doing is to encourage the followership to be patient, be resilient and be hardworking. And together with them we shall move forward, inshallah. The spirit of Ramadan is the spirit of support and brotherhood all along within the people.
The governor said Gombe is one of the most peaceful states in the country, where he called on them to maintain that status by not engaging in evil vices.
That it is God that put us together in Gombe State. We have some Christians, we have some Muslims. If God wants everybody to be Muslim in Gombe State, everybody would have been Muslim. If God wants everybody to have been Christian in Gombe State, all of us would have been Christians. But God so desires that the two of us should live side by side and coexist in peaceful manner, and that's why we're living together.
He stressed the importance of mutual respect, understanding and acceptance despite differences in religion, politics and culture. From Gombe, Ibrahim Ismail reporting for Trust TV.
The police in Katsina State has uncovered a human trafficking syndicate and rescued 12 victims on their way to Libya. The victims were rescued at Kalgo village of Daura local government area of the state. Abdullahi Ahmadi has more.
Human trafficking is still very much in operations and knows no boundaries within Nigeria. For instance, these victims are mostly female between the ages of 14 to 35 and are from southern Nigeria.
I rescued the following victims: Madinat Adekeje, female age 39 years of Kwara State; Aminat Kazim, female age 25 years of Oyo State; Orobore Francis, male age 21 years of Edo State; Mike Emuabon, male age 22 years of Edo State; Oladoke Ohunoma, female age 33 years of Edo State; Elizabeth Idimudia, female age 16 years of Edo State; Fatima Ibrahim, female age 25 years of Osun State.
The victims were kept in a house of one Yahya Dahiru Kalgondaura, who is at large, while efforts are ongoing by the police to arrest him.
The person that is taking you there, how much are you going to pay him?
No, she said I will pay only 1 year.
You will work for 1 year?
Yeah.
Then she will collect the money?
Yeah.
But do you know that going to that place without government approval, without going through the necessary immigration procedures, do you know that it's an offense?
I don't know, because she told me that there's no name to go to Libya. That's why you say it's only way to Libya is the road. That is why.
Police Public Relations Officer of the Katsina Command, SP Gambo Isa, is promising that the perpetrators will be arrested and brought to book in due course.
As far as I go there, how much are you going to pay? I will pay you like 250. Then you will start working on your ways now. Do you have a traveling document with you? If you are traveling to another country, you must possess Passport, papers. I sent him money. He said he wants to do Ecuador passport for me. Do you have it? I sent him money to her. But it need it to maybe. But you can't travel without having the passport in your possession. I've not given it to me. He said that you are going to get here. I thought you give me the passport. No problem. I sent some money, send everything to her. So that we do it. Are you aware of what is happening in Libya?
Similarly, the police said the suspect will be handed over to the National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, NAPTIP.
The command is making frantic efforts to arrest the owner of the house, Wane Hayat Dahiru, male of Kalgo village, Daura, the house where these victims were rescued, and also the driver who took them into that dwelling house, one Masoud Dusha, male of Ankara village, Meadua local government area. Investigation is ongoing.
The police is urging the public to continue to synergize with the relevant authorities to track down criminals in Katsina State. Abdullahi Ismail, Trust Television News, Katsina.
And away from Nigeria, more than 1,000 Iraqis were rushed to the hospital with respiratory ailments on Thursday due to a sandstorm, the seventh to hit the country in the past month. Residents of 6 provinces in Iraq, including Baghdad and the vast western region of Anbar, awoke again to a thick cloud of dust blanketing the sky. According to reports, authorities in Anbar and Kirkuk provinces north of the capital urged people to stay indoors. Anas Kayaz, a health official, said hospitals in Anbar province received more than 700 patients with breathing difficulties. The central province of Saladdin reported more than 300 cases, while the central province of Diwania and the province of Najaf, south of Baghdad, each recorded about 100 cases. Iraq is particularly vulnerable to climate change, having already witnessed record low rainfall and high temperatures in the past few years. Experts say that these factors threaten to bring social and economic disaster to the war-sacred country. And that brings us to the end of the news update on Trust Television. You can watch more by connecting with us via our social media platforms and also subscribing to our YouTube channel. I am Ayubelia. Thank you for watching.